This past week, one of our elders came to me and said, "Pastor, I understand we have some cemetery plots that the church owns in a cemetery here in Cleveland." And I said, "Yes, that's correct." And he said, "Well, I was thinking about those women on Imperial Street. 10 of the 11 who were murdered have been identified. One has not." And we talked about what a tragedy it was that this one had been forgotten, at least seemingly forgotten. That perhaps she was not loved enough, or her life wasn't valued enough for anyone to notice that she'd been missing, or for anyone to be frantically searching for her, longing to find her. I pray that if I ever go missing, you might look for me. I pray if you ever go missing, you might have people in your life who'd look for you. But of the 11, one has seemingly been forgotten. And so this elder said to me, "Mark, why don't we donate one of these cemetery plots to her, that we could do a proper burial, a proper funeral for this young woman?" I was so moved. I said to this elder, "You've just blessed me more than you can imagine. You're seeing with the heart of God today." That's the way we need to see the world, with the heart of God. And not only that, by our giving a burial place and doing a proper burial and funeral for this seemingly forgotten woman, what we do is we make a testimony to this city, and especially to those people on Imperial Avenue who are so discouraged and so low today. We make a testimony to them that in spite of the world's forgetfulness, God never forgets us. God has not forgotten that 11th child, that 11th woman who was murdered on Imperial Avenue. God hasn't forgotten any of us. The promise in Jesus Christ is that God always remembers us. God always redeems us. Lift up your heads. Your redemption is at hand. The presence of Christ is with you now, even now. And so we have an opportunity as the people of God on Public Square, in the heart of the city, Old Stone Church, to bring hope to those whose heads are hung low. In many ways, our job is simply to remind the people of Cleveland and Northeast Ohio that even though we're heading into the winter, and even though soon the snow will fall and that mysterious lake effect snow will sneak in on us from time to time, and those brittle, cold Cleveland winds will howl through our city, and even though these things will make the weight of our discouragement even heavier, that there is a day coming when the clouds will part and the warm spring suns will begin to bathe this earth once again. And the snows will recede, and the crocuses will spring forth, and the buds upon the trees will begin to reveal themselves, and the leaves will open up. And there is a day coming very soon when we will all stand in the glowing, warm light of God, which bathes us in hope and in promise. Friends, to whom much is given, much is expected. We are a people of hope in the body of Jesus Christ. Our call is to celebrate that hope. Our call is to let that hope shine like a light forth from this sanctuary, from this faith community, into our city and into our world. Praise be to God, who brings us hope, who is our hope in Jesus Christ. Amen.